Well, hello there, Sheila.
How are you?
Good. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Am I your first guest?
You are my first real live guest, which is kind of really exciting.
Ha! This is
Ha!
an impromptu podcast.
Yep, here we go. We don't even need to worry about it. We're just going to have a nice conversation. So,
Yes.
how have you been, girl?
Good. It looks like we have the same hair.
Oh my gosh, I love your hair.
Yeah,
Your
but mine's a permanent. Yours is permanently natural. Mine's a fake, a little perm.
Well, your color is natural, but my color is not natural, but your curls aren't natural and my curls are natural.
Okay, so we cancel each other out. Like
That's
that's a
right.
good thing. Yeah.
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 I know I tried to grow my hair out once, maybe a couple times actually, and I just never do it. I haven't followed through yet.
Well, you know what I think about that? I think that your natural color would be absolutely even more stunning because the source does not go wrong, giving you the exact hair color that works for your skin and your eyes and everything. Would it be a huge contrast? Yes, it's going to be night and day because your hair is white.
Yeah, I know, totally.
But to because you're how old are you going to be next month?
Oh my gosh. May 4th, may the 4th be with you. I am going to be 59.
Okay, so you look like you're fucking 39. So if that, so the fact that this beautiful platinum hair is screaming to come out
Huh?
in you, you would even to me, not that you're looking to look younger, but you would look even more vibrant, I believe.
Yeah. You
I
know,
thousand
well,
percent I believe that.
as you can see, it's coming through. So I've toyed around with it, whether or not to let it start to grow, and then I'm gonna start, or else just shave all my head off and start from scratch. But yeah, I can't decide.
Yes, however, we have a lady in town, and there's probably somebody. I'm in Williams Lake, British Columbia. Lorna's over in Alberta. There's probably somebody like this lady I'm going to talk about that can take your hair and keep the hair integrity and get it like grow it in a bit, and she can match it
Yeah. I
in
talked
a
to,
sitting. Most of the time, Lorna, in a sitting.
yeah.
Now, maybe because your hair is darker, it might take a couple, but she can do that. And so you'll keep your hair without having to shave it or whatever.
Yeah. I have a hairdresser. She just moved away actually, but she said that I told her start studying it because I'm going to come visit you and we're going to do it. And it's a day thing, but I think it might cost like because I think putting the peroxide or something on to take the color away, you want to do it over a long stretch of time so you're not really frying your hair. But
Well, see, yes, sorry to interrupt you, but this lady in town doesn't fry hair. She keeps the hair integrity and she has her own formula for doing it. And I'm not so sure it involves peroxide or a lot of things like that because I've seen time and time again where she has taken women with black dyed hair and made it match their grays and stuff. Would it take a couple days maybe for her? Yeah, but it's not going to take a week. It won't. Sorry.
wow,
I'm
you should.
excited that we're even talking about this.
I know it would be so exciting. You know what I could do is I could come down, drive down, stay with you, have a visit, book my appointment, go do my visiting and get my hair all done up.
Yes, she's amazing at what she does.
Well, send me her link because she probably has a Instagram page or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Hairdos by Natasha Peeman. Yeah,
Okay,
she's been doing it for years and it's amazing. And
great.
even how she'll take darker haired girls and make them blonde in an afternoon is pretty amazing too.
Yeah.
Keeping the hair integrity though, that's the main thing, right? So I would just personally, I maybe you're not ready, but I would just personally love to see you with your platinum hair.
Oh my God. I think I would look divine. I really do.
Oh,
I think I would look divine. I was just, when I was growing it out over that bullshit stuff that was going on for those years, And I just couldn't take it. I was like, no, I'm not ready. But I am getting ready. If you look at my Instagram feed of what I look at, if you go to search, of course, all you see is gray-haired ladies and lots of bird videos and stuff that's funny. It's amazing how much you can learn from somebody's Instagram if you go to the little search thing. Isn't that
Oh,
crazy?
yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. You just got to pay attention. And most of us are just too busy doing this.
Yeah.
Scroll. Holy fuck. Like, oh my God. I posted something on my story about kids and iPads, and it's like, get those fucking things out of the kids' hands.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's
Like these
absolutely
kids,
insane.
right? Oh, I'm so grateful we were born when we were,
Yeah.
and we had our kids when we did.
Yeah.
And I look forward to one day having grandchildren where
Me
I'm going to play a huge part as Shema. And I'll even homeschool the little gaffers. Like, seriously, yeah, it's amazing what's coming for us. So you just did a trip to Kimberley, you said.
Yeah, so I went to Kimberly for a couple days and visited my son and his girlfriend. I fucking love her. She is like, I just love her. She is like my daughter. So yeah, I know. I'm just like,
Aw.
can you imagine? And so he was working, and so she goes, "Hey, I have a couple days off, and Mason's going to be working. Why don't you come down and hang with me?" So I was like, holy shit, man. I mean, how beautiful is that, right? So,
So to let people know that you have 5 sons, so you don't have a daughter, but you have 5 magical sons. So
yes.
maybe fill people in a little bit, on the ages of your sons, and
Oh my
why
God, I have
Mason's girlfriend has been such a hit in your heart.
Oh my gosh. So basically, I'm probably going to do another podcast about, sitting down and just having coffee talk with everyone and fill them in on the back end of my story and where I
Yep.
come from and, even the history of me and you, because we go back so, so far, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
It's so funny, Sheila. I sometimes, just off the subject that we're on right now, but I sit there and I think about you and I think about us in high school and I think about how you were just my best friend. You were my best friend and you hold a special part in my heart and always have. And even though we haven't seen each other for so many years, it's fucking uncanny that me and you can pick up the phone. Like, and thank God for this fucking internet too. I know it has its shit, but it also has so many blessings because the fact that I can stay in contact with you over the years and we can just pick it up
Yeah.
like nothing ever stopped. Like we have this in eternal connection, me and you, for some
Yeah.
reason. Yeah, I love it.
Well, that and the fact that, I mean, all friends are wonderful, but the ones that you've had for a long time, there's just something really special about that. Like you say, whether we've seen each other lots or not, we haven't actually seen each other in probably,
Oh my God.
I think the last time I saw you was just at the gym, maybe. I don't, well, I'll say 30 years ago. Like, I don't even know. It's been that long since we've connected in person. I'm guessing
I
because we're fucking 58 and 59 soon.
know.
So it could even be longer than that.
I
I
think
don't know.
we saw each other in the parking lot of the mall, as far as I remember. I even have a picture of you. I took a picture. And oh geez, would that have been in 1987 or 8,
Ah!
maybe? Maybe 1987, maybe.
Okay, so yeah, 35 years ago.
Yeah,
Holy doodle.
I
It's
know.
hard to think that because I think I'm only 40 years old. But yes, there is something special about um, a lifelong connection. And it's very interesting. And we've talked about this before, how our lives have paralleled in a lot of ways, and the most recent one being us marrying younger men.
I know, I remember when that, kind of came to my attention too with you. And then I was like, holy shit, man, look at us go. We have a lot of traits that are similar, me and you.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh, we are in alignment in a lot of ways. And I
Yeah.
think we do surf the same kind of what would you call that? That web of light.
Cosmic wavelength.
Yeah, we just surf on the same kind of wavelength, and even though we don't always connect, we can
Yeah.
easily surf right back into that space together,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I'm really enjoying your journey. Holy shit, man. Like when I look at you today, like just today when you did that live, I'm thinking, holy motherfucker, look at her grow. Look at her go.
well, I
Um,
think we all get to a point where, well, we've always been able to choose. We've always had choice. Um, and we get to choose how our story's going to end. And where I was going was not going to be good.
Yeah.
And there just comes a time where you just can't bullshit yourself anymore, any longer about stuff. And you got to get real. And it's not easy. But I also believe that we all have a soul contract and we've all chosen everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. And I didn't choose for it to be easy, but I'm the one that's going to make a difference in my DNA line along with my daughter. And yeah, so there's a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff is uncomfortable, but you can also remember that because I believe in ancestral traumas. And I mean, you got to think about that. Our ancestors go back to the beginning of time. They had to have. How did we even get here? If they didn't, they did from the beginning of time. And so your DNA, my DNA, holds all the traumas, everything. But if it holds all the traumas, it also holds all the knowledge. So a person can, and I got wrapped up in, it hasn't been easy physically for me. There's been a lot of challenges, and I just, at this point, honestly, just wanted it to be easy. Like, haven't I paid my dues yet? But how about stop wishing it was easier, wish I was better, and start focusing on the ancestral wisdom that comes locked in every cell of my DNA as well. And there will come a time in a DNA line where one has been chosen to end the trauma and to end the bullshit. And it ends here with me and my daughter. And of course, I had a daughter prior to knowing that I had passed along some darkness that is in my female DNA line. And it was ayahuasca that helped show me all of that and to bring that to light. So it's going to be more rewarding than ever. And I have an amazing partner who, right now we're not supposed to be touching on this dieta I'm on. And it's been harder for me than him, because I'm worried about him. Is he going to be okay? Is he going to, well, and he's like, babe, it's not forever. Like, this is for your health. This is for your longevity. We'll take it 1 month at a time, and I've snuck in the odd little touch there and little kiss here and there. And I believe he's really worked on himself to get himself into a really great energetic position too, that these little touches just make me feel happy and better than, stay away from me. So, but I also have a rebel soul. So I am going to rebel in little areas, even when it comes to, my dieta and little things. And I'm okay with that, because the little things I'm doing makes me happy. And I'm fucking doing something that most people who do ayahuasca and dieta say to me, you've had 7 nights and you're already doing this. Like, people don't do that. People get a little farther in on their journey. And well, I know that if I do this, it's going to make my next ceremony, it's going to help things move along a little bit more than drawing it out. Right. So I'm doing what I'm doing, even though I jump in and I don't know everything about it. I just say, yeah, okay. And then I learn. Oh, and then I learn the details about it. And I'm like, holy fuck, I agreed to that. Or I'm having a little anxiety about that now.
Yeah.
But I also know that's how I work. And I'm just really grateful to have a supportive spouse and a supportive community. Like today, I'm heading downtown and I'm meeting one of the facilitators of the ceremony, and we've become friends. And I'm really grateful for the friends that chose to not understand me and perhaps leave my side over the last 4 years, who feared what I had to say, because those spots have been and are being taken by literally my soul family. So I don't wish anybody ill will. I just say, you know what, I'm over here, you're over there, that nothing, nobody is better, nothing is whatever, but this is what I'm doing. When you're ready to ask questions or you want to know, you can come over here and I'd be happy to support you. And that's why, Lorna, I think that it hasn't been easy for us, because we're learning so we can support others. I believe we're living in the future of what others who are just waking up now are going to experience. And we were all put on this earth to support one another. And this is my role in that. So it is what it is, man. And I just got to go with the flow and accept it, and stop fighting. We're warriors, and we want to fight in the masculine side of things. And that doesn't work for me anymore. The greatest battle I ever won in this lifetime was knowing it was time to lay down my sword. So we can send the light, we can spread the light in other ways. It doesn't have to be that masculine energy anymore. It's the divine feminine coming in, man.
It's so crazy that fight that's in both of us, the you were more vocal. You have a way of being a little bit more vocal. I definitely get my punches in there over the last couple of years. I get my stuff out there, but I was kind of more mindful with because one of my fears was judgment. Like, it was really interesting going through those times. We're talking about the last 4 years, but I was listening to someone who explained it as horror. The definition of horror. It was horror to me because it was like, if you look at the definition of horror, it's that unexpected fucking, shock and horror. And most scary movies nowadays they're not even horror pictures. They're just shock and awe and all kinds of different stuff. But the true horror of it, and it resonated with me to kind of think back about what we went through in the last 4 years. And I just remember the horror of it all. The zombie apocalypse unfolding right in front of my eyes. I just couldn't believe it. It was like I was screaming, like, how could you? Like, I live right across from a school. So as you know, we have me and my husband have a child, Seth, who's 14 now. So as soon as this stuff went on, we took him out of school, and then we started homeschooling, and we never looked back. But I live right across from an elementary school, which almost was like torture every day to watch these little fucking kids with these masks on walking around, and then the parents picking them up, but they're all 6 feet apart. And I would just scream in my head, like, I just wanted to scream. I had so many voices in my head screaming. Now, thank the good Lord that my children are on the same page as me so that I could even express myself. But it wasn't the easiest on my husband, for sure. It's not easy to watch your wife experience horror, because I was so sensitive to it. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And why would you do that to your child? It's like this, like, do this to yourself. What does that make you feel like? For me, I could never wear a mask. I would have never wore a mask. I refused to the whole time. My world changed immensely, but it changed where I instead of fighting it, I just turned the other way. I just looked the other way. And we carried on our life. We, thank goodness, I mean, if it came down to it, I would have sold the house. I would have made choices that, you know, if John was gonna have to be tested or get anything, then we would have made the right choice for our family. And I understand that other people made choices that were right for their family. But I think what really bothered me the most was the children and the elderly. And I remember watching this one woman, he was a guy in the States, and he would post this video on his Instagram of his mother because she couldn't hear very well and she couldn't see, and he could only visit her through the window. And she's banging on the window, and I think she might have had some dementia too, but she can't fucking figure this shit out. Like, why are you not seeing me? And then people coming in her room with, you know, hazmats and fucking masks on, and I'm like, this is fucking pure horror. Like,
Yep.
I don't watch horror shows. This is a show like I've never seen before in my life, playing out in front of my eyes. I am in horror. And what I don't understand is most of the society is not even fucking reacting. They're not even fucking reacting. They're like, boo, 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 just put on your mask. And then see the fucking, and you look at the fucking internet, and then, you know, oh my God, like they're all doing, you know, choreographed fucking dances in hospitals. Like, you think that this is, am I in a fucking nightmare? You know, you wait. I remember waking up, not being able to sleep, my heart pounding. I would lie flat in the kitchen floor and just, I would do breathing exercises. You know, I would just go, you're safe. You know, I love you. You're safe. You know, whatever I had to tell myself to calm down my nervous system, because I was in a horror picture, a Rocky Mountain horror show. Remember? Oh yeah, I was in the Rocky fucking Mountain. And I'm like, do you remember? I think that's a movie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that
Rocky.
was what,
Yeah.
you know, fuck, that was one of the first movies I went to in Williams Lake, I think. The Rocky Mountain Horror Show. Remember with what's his name?
Yeah. Actually, I never saw it, but I know exactly what you're talking. I never went to see it, but yes. And
Oh my God, I went to see that in Williams Lake, which is very interesting. So here I am in the Rocky Mountains in a
Yeah.
fucking horror show. And I didn't even put that two and two together until yesterday, the horror, because I couldn't describe it. I couldn't describe it until yesterday. And that fucking came to me to go, oh yeah, you were in horror, you know? And you know, because you're watching humanity fucking crumble before your eyes.
Well, I think, you know what, I think those kids in school, I think the kids in school are going to make the biggest difference. I think the kids and the babies being born nowadays are the third wave. I believe we're the first wave of light workers to come in, and it'll be most difficult for us because we are paving the way. I believe adults around 30, my kids' age, they're the second wave. And I believe the ones in school will make the biggest difference. And like I said, the babies coming in, they're the third wave. So yes, you had to witness the horror, Lorna, to make your decisions for your family. And yes, I'm very grateful my adult children also chose to not participate in the things that the most of humanity was. But that also shows you that how well we've been conditioned to just behave. And I think that it had to happen. We're in the matrix. It had to happen for people to realize what they'll never put up with again. And now I believe a lot of those people are questioning what they were told to do, their actions and stuff like that. A lot of people will never admit it. That perhaps with all the studies coming out now that they were wrong. That's okay. I don't focus on them. I just send them lots of love, and I focus on the ones that want to make a difference in the here and now. And so we all had to go through stuff, and it had to be uncomfortable because that is the reality of our world. I believe it's not the end that's coming. I believe it's the beginning, and I believe not everybody's going to make it. And that's the way it has to be, because they've all had choice, and there's nothing. You and I are powerful. Everybody's powerful, but we're not here to save anybody, and we're not here to change anybody's mind. where that's just another distraction from us, from our soul contract and our purpose.
Yeah.
So we just need to keep moving forward and lock arms with the like-minded, like we're doing. And maybe you decide to share this podcast or this recording, maybe you don't. I support you, whatever you decide to do. But people are looking for others that have the cojones. We have our balls on our chests, the cojones to start speaking about this stuff, because they will try things again, and we have the numbers, and it's just a matter of getting off your comfy couch where perhaps you're comfortable but really not that happy, and making a difference and locking arms and borrowing confidence from other people until you find that confidence again in yourself. So, but I hate to cut this short, but I have to get going. I have to carry on. So,
No,
I'll
this
zip
was,
it and let you round this out and put a bow on it, and know that I love you, and I admire you and your strength and your convictions, and for you holding your family together, because it is the divine feminine that holds up the divine masculine. And we need to let these masculines take their place again in order for us to be the divine feminine. But in every culture, it is the feminine that hold up the men. So maybe we go back to that, because I've tended to be a little masculine myself, especially over the last 4 years, and it's draining. That's not my role. My role is to be the nurturer, the divine feminine, and allow my husband to take that protector role once again. So
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Sheila. This has
you're
been,
welcome.
I look forward to many more conversations with this, about this. And, that's my whole goal with this Seeds of Intention, is to create a platform where we can just have beautiful conversations and express ourselves freely without constraint or any kind of plan. I know you roll the same way I do. We do 1, 2, 3, go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to doing this on a regular basis. I think your voice is so valuable, and I believe that this is going to be a great platform for us to revisit all the time. And over time, people will really get to know us, and we'll be able to spread some seeds of intention to, see where it goes. That was the whole thing of Seeds of Intention. Seeds are planted many ways in our life, in different ways. And I think this platform, this, conversations, is going to be one of those ways to inspire people to make better choices, or just to even spread some inspiration. I mean, who knows where these seeds are going to go, but we do have the opportunity because of this platform, and I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Love you.
I love you too.
We're all here to support one another. Nobody's getting out alive. So I think this is awesome, and I look forward to many more conversations with you. And I wish you a beautiful day.
Okay. Love you. Mwah.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. Okay, everyone. So that was my girlfriend, Sheila Hardy, and she lives in Williams Lake, BC. And that is my hometown. That's where I was raised by my father and my grandfather. And she was my best friend, and we hung out together all the time. And I haven't seen her in a very long time, but we connect on this platform, this, internet and stuff like that. So it's so nice that I'm hoping to go down and visit her pretty soon, maybe this summer. I'm looking forward to Season of Intention flourishing. And like I said, a lot of times I do these podcasts without thinking too much. I promise you I'll get better and things will get smoother, but this is real life. I'm not going to be doing too much editing and stuff like that. So I welcome you to join me on Seeds of Intention whenever you have time. Share if you feel like it. I'm looking forward to building this relationship with you. I will start sharing more about my life in smaller podcasts. So look out for that. And I know this seemed very scattered, but hey, you know what? It's a start. Okay, so bye everyone. Sending you lots of love. End the meeting.